So what do you feel about this return of depression, and what do you do? I mean, how big the depression is returning? I mean, is it like the same? It's like this woman, her grief crippling situation, returned or became more aware to her perception, but it was less. So I'm just wondering what are the returns from you?
Yeah. So again, from the Zoom group. So this is a group of people. Some of them had psilocybin a year ago, some 6 months, some a couple of months ago, 3 months ago. And listening to their conversations with each other, I would say that for most of them, apart from the very recent ones that had it a few months ago, the depression has returned. But it is subtly different. So that before they would have said, I am depressed, I am a depressed person. Now they would say, I am a person with a depressed part, and that depressed part has returned, and I can feel the depression in me, but I am bigger than the depression, and I can feel it come and go, and I can hold it, and I can sit with it, and I can be kind to it. So it's a different, the depression is back, but it's a different relationship with the depression. It's not being consumed by it, but it is very much there. And so, and what's, I guess, I feel like I really always want to talk about that now, just because the media headlines was very much after our first study, my brain has been reset, I have been defragged, and lots of the stories of people for whom, seem to be depression free for a long time. I think actually, the idea for our participants that when they come in, the idea that they should be better forever, or for at least like years after one session, can make them feel that they failed when the depression does come back, even though they have a different relationship with it. When it comes, they feel it back again. So I feel now it's important for me, certainly from when working with people with depression, to say, don't, this is the beginning of a journey, rather than this is a treatment that's going to really, just because I don't want them to feel that they failed when it does come back, because it usually does.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you feel that the support system that you beautifully established with the meditation and the Zoom call, do you feel that sort of, I don't know how to say, continues to make them feel less identified with the depression and more, this is a part of me, but there's more to me, and like tools and skills to actually kind of ride the wave, or having different tools even, or different techniques to quote unquote treat themselves?
I feel like it's almost, what's a good, it almost feels like they're kind of they're holding on to something, that they're almost like they're trying really hard to hold on to something that felt so good and strong, and they felt so connected, and they felt this connection with other people, and they're kind of starting to feel like they're falling off the edge, and that the depression is getting stronger and stronger. They're holding on. So every time they have a Zoom call, or every time they remember to listen to the playlist, because that's the other thing we do, we send people the playlist and they listen to it as a meditation, or they have a meditation session, or they do something that feels in line with their values. They're kind of holding on to this other way, but the temptations of the old way are always there. So numbing, avoiding, kind of blocking out, isolation. And they talk about, when on the difficult days, kind of wanting to go back to just shutting the door and saying, I give up, I give up, this is too hard. But something inside them saying like, no, keep engaging with life, because the kind of motto of our study was accept and connect. So it's that thing of like, accept, this is dark, and it feels painful, and it feels horrible, and I hate myself right now. Accept the feeling, sit with it, and then connect, go out there, like, do something to continue to engage with life. So they're trying to accept and connect. They're doing everything they can, but really what they say is that they're just wanting another session. They just want another session so badly, because the acceptance and the connection is just so powerful, and that it's hard for them to do it on their own.